We're going to begin our video lessons on Word. This is the first of 3 videos, and so you will go first into your Blackboard, and under the assignment section you will find Word Back and Bounce Business Proposal, and you will select that and open it, and that is what that's the document we'll be making changes to in this course. Now, to start out though, I want to show you just a couple quick things about Word. When you first open a Word document, let me open a new one, you're going to come to a screen similar to this one. This allows you to choose all kinds of different templates and helps you design whatever Word document you want to go into. For example, up here I can type in here new, and let's say I'm writing a cover letter. I could type in cover letter, and you have to have internet access, of course, to do this, but you type it in and it will search for all the different pre-designed cover letters that you could possibly use in Word. So this pulled up fax covers, resume cover letters, business fax cover sheets, all kinds of stuff, right? And you can limit your search or refine your search however you want. When you open up a new document, usually you'll choose a blank document, however, and by going into this blank document you have plenty of options of what you want to do. You'll see here that it has normal as its theme, and you can choose to choose new themes, or you can change the styles, whatever you want up here. This is the style, actually, sorry, I didn't mean theme. This is the different styles, and as you click on it, usually more styles will pull up than this, but my screen's already pre-open. Alright, so we want to, just to help us get an idea of how to select a cover page, because we'll often want to choose maybe for a report or whatever it might be, we'll want to have a cover page. So to add a cover page, we're going to click on the cover page button, which you will find in the Insert tab right here, cover page. Now these are different templates that we can use for the cover page. We are going to select Austin, and then this is the Austin cover page. This is what it looks like. This is how you could format your paper or whatever it might be. You guys are going to be writing a business proposal, and you might consider using one of these templates for your cover page when you do your business proposal for me. Okay? You don't have to do Austin. Do whichever one you think looks best for your document. Now you can also do design themes. If we go into the design tab, these are the different themes. As you can see, it changes the writing, the text, the font styles and stuff like that. And so you can choose the different themes. You see how this is highlighted right here? This is the theme that you have selected. So by hovering over this, we have, this says our current theme is office theme. If we want to change that, we can come in here, and you see how it changes the document? That document's not actually changed. What this is called preview. When you hover over an icon, it will show you what it will look like within your own document. And so you can choose a different theme for your cover page or your document based off of this, and you can have a nice preview to show you how it works. You can scroll down, there's other options, lots of different things that you can do with it. Okay, alright, that's just opening up your own document, just a couple of things to know about it. Now we're going to go to the Back and Bounce document. You'll notice that when you first open it up, it's likely to have this yellow bar up at the top. That yellow bar is just to protect you. Anytime you download something from the internet that someone else has sent you, it's going to give you those options to protect your computer. And in order for you to do anything with this document, you're going to have to click Enable Editing. So since you trust me, hopefully, and you know that I'm not sending you any viruses, you can click on that now and you can begin to work on this document and do all the things that we need to do with it. Now, we're going to edit the document, and we're going to do quite a few things with it before it's all done. So this is week 1. we're going to have 3 different weeks of working on this document, and of course you'll have your reading assignments on top of that. So all right, to begin with, we're going to let me find where I want to start at here. Let's first start by saving this file. We're going to go up to File, and we're going to go to Save As. And what you guys will do, I always hit Browse. This is where I put it. You can put it wherever you want. I'm going to put it where I want to put it, which is up here in CIS 111. And this is the business plan. And I'm going to put on here Fall 2016, so that I can remember this is the one that I'm working on together with you guys. So I save that, and now it's saved. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put in your saved section, and this is how I'm going to know it's your document, is you're going to put your last name, underscore your first initial, underscore back in balance business proposal. And that's what you're going to type in your saved section. Okay. Now, for this document, we're going to want to start by learning how to apply styles. So a style is a collection of formatting options that you can apply to with a single click. In the styles group on the home tab, so we're on the home tab, the styles group is over here. Usually when you open this up, you only see the first 4 of them. That's the normal, the no spacing, the heading 1 and heading 2 is what you normally see. Often you'll have to click on this down space to be able to find the rest of these. But anyway, you can tell right now the one that's highlighted is normal. So this is the normal style for this document. Now we want to be able to discover what these things can do for us. So we're going to select the first row. Sorry, we're not. Okay. When we click anywhere within the document, I'm just going to click over here on page number 2. As soon as my cursor will move, I don't know what happened to it. Okay, apparently, there we go. Alright, so if I click at the beginning of any paragraph and I hover over any one of these type of styles, it will give me again a preview of what it would do to my document if I were to select that style. Now what we want to do is we want to first change the title text. So we're going to select Back in Balance in the Physical Therapy, and that is the title of this document. So up in your styles, and you'll probably have to click your down arrow if you don't see all these, you're going to select Title, and that's the title of our document. The next thing we're going to do is you're going to go to page number 2, and yours may not look exactly like mine. Let me try and change this so that I can get it to look like yours. Okay, with a single document. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to highlight Executive Summary, and we're going to change that style to heading number 1, because this is the first heading within several headings. Okay, now this is important for us because we're going to use these headings in a future lesson, and you have to have these headings selected in order for that lesson to work as well. So that's a heading 1. There are subheadings: mission, objectives, and keys to success. These are subheadings underneath Executive Summary. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight missions, we're going to hold down the control button, and we're going to highlight objectives, and we're going to highlight keys to success, and those are going to be a heading 2 because they are headings, but they're the subheadings to Executive Summary. And so now we have our heading 1 and our heading 2s in this section. Okay, so the next thing we're going to want to do is change the theme probably, okay? So to see the themes that's already there, we're going to first go to the Design tab, and over here is the Themes button. By hovering over it, we can see that our current theme is the Office theme. And we're going to click on the down button. And again, as we hover over this, you can see it changed the themes. Some of them are a little more drastic than others, as you can tell. There are other themes. We can scroll down and choose all these different kinds of themes that we want for our document. And the one we're going to choose is Basis. So you chose the Basis theme. Now we like the Basis theme, but we don't like this ugly green color. So what we can do is come up here to the color section, and again you can hover over these and you can see what they'll do to your colors as you go over them. I'm not clicking on any one of these, I'm just hovering over them, and it shows me what it would do to the theme. We're going to select the blue theme, our blue color for the theme. And that's more or less just how we deal with and choose our theme. You can tell this is going a little bit fast, right? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to insert headers and footers, okay? If we go to the Insert tab, what we're going to do here is over here near this right hand side is the headers and footer section. We're going to insert page numbers. So we'll click on that. We're going to go to top of page, and we want the numbers to be on the right hand side. So we click on that, and you can see now that I'm on page number 2. This is page 2. So we can now close our header and footer. And now that page 2 is there. Page 1 up there, page 3, and so forth, okay? Now another thing we're going to want to do is insert a header and a footer. Now a header is this area up here. It's not the same as a heading. This is a heading here. A header is this blank area up above the document, and a footer is this area down here below the page on a document. And we're going to insert a footer to this document. So we're going to go to Insert. Once again, we come over here to the header and footer section, and instead of inserting page numbers, this time we're going to select footers, and we want our footer to go down in the Fawcett Odd page. So down there. Now under the title document, down at the bottom, we are going to type into that. Let me find what I want to type to make sure I tell it to us right. But we're going to type in back and bounce. So we type in back and bounce. And under document subtitle, we're going to type in business plan. When we close this, we now can see right here that there's the title. You can't see it very well. I don't like that. We're going to make a change here really fast. Go back into our footer, and we are going to see if we can't make this darker. Not sure if you guys can see it at all. Can't really see it. I can see it. Hopefully you guys can see it. Okay, now we want this on every page, except we do not want this on the cover page. And so what we can do is we can go back into there, click on our footer, go back to where we were, and up here in the design section it says different first page. We just select that, we close our footer, and then when we go back here, you can now see that it no longer has that in the footer. It has it here. I can see it right there. I don't know if you can see it on this video camera, but right there it says back and bounce business plan, and it's everywhere but on the first page, which is what we want. We don't want it on the first page. Now indenting, first thing we want to learn is how to do the ruler. So the ruler, if we go up to the View tab, and I already had the ruler on there, I apologize about that. I was working with this earlier just to get ready for the video, but you just need to click in the box next to ruler, and you can see that it brings in the ruler here. When I do a normal tab in, when I hit tab, it takes it in a half an inch. Right here, this is showing me where it tabbed it into. Here's 0, here's 1 inch, there's half an inch right there. So automatically that's the default, is that it takes it in half an inch. Now we can actually change the tab. When we click anywhere up here, it'll create this little L, and that will change the tabbing. For example, when we come to the first page, what you're going to want to do right here is you're going to want to enter your name. I'm going to put my name. I'm Ian Harvey. And it says due date. Just put today's date in there. So for me, today is August 26, 2016. Now what we're going to want to do is we want to change the tab for these. So we're going to change the whole. These are considered two different paragraphs because they've been. After my name, I'd hit enter, and that creates a new paragraph. So we want to change the tabbing for those. We can change the tabbing by coming up. We want it 3/4 of the way across. So if we click, this is halfway. 3/4 will be 2 little marks before the 1. If we click just below that, that creates this little L. Okay. Now, what we can do is when we hit tab, it'll take us, just a second, let me undo that. I want to select right in front of my name and then hit tab, and it will take me to 3/4 of the way. And then we'll do it in front of August, and we want it 3/4 of the way. And that is how we can change our tabs. Now our tab is 3/4 indented. When I grade this, I'll be able to see that you have this indented further than half an inch, which is the standard, and so I'll look to do that. Now if you ever want to get rid of this tab, all you have to do is left click and pull it off, and that will get rid of that tab, that left tab. Now we want to do a little bit more indenting. We're going to come down to page number 9 right here, and in the pro forma income statement, there's a few numbers here that aren't really supposed to be under the general categories. These are actually sub parts to the fees section. So we're going to select everything from 3 patients down through uncollectible accounts. And what we want to do, there's a couple ways of doing this, guys. So just because we're doing it this way doesn't mean that this is the way you have to do it. But on the home tab, you can actually just hit tab, guys, and this would still work. But on the home tab up here, this says, if you can see just right up here, this says increase indent. So I'm going to click on that, and you can see that it's just like tabbing in. It increased the indent for those sections, and now they're no longer part of the main pro forma income numbering. They're sub numbers. Now if I clicked it again, it would continue to do that as many times as I wanted to do. Now this right here decreases indents, so I can also decrease the indents back to where I want it to be. And those are the indents that I want in this section of the document, and so you'll need to have those in yours as well. Okay, that is it for now. Make sure for this week, make sure you have all that done. You are not submitting this to me until the end of the 3rd lesson, which is in 2 more weeks. Get this done though, and make sure you save this file.